Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Age Mythology Replay. So on bottom left side as the blue Odin, we got, that is actually a 0 based on the load screen I saw. We got D0p1s or D0p. Spawn on the top right side as the Zeus, red Zeus. We got Eisomarto? I have no idea. I never know how to pronounce stuff because I'm horrible at pronouncing anything. Either way, when it comes to relics on the map, let's see if anything special. We got the Bow of Artemis, makes ranged soldiers and ranged smith units cheaper, and this is on Odin's on the map, so maybe, let's see, he has access, no, he doesn't have access as Troll, right? He gets Inhari and Valkyrie. Maybe Fire Giants wouldn't be half bad for that. I do like Fire Giants. On the right side, we do have the Scarab Pennant. Mountain Giants and siege weapons, so close range siege weapons and myth units. And here's another relic way up here. Hectic Torches reduces the cost and cooldown of god powers, very fun. And Jade here improves myth unit speed, that came quite nice. A lot of the ravens are classified as myth units. If they are, that could help them make them better scouts. Temple will now be employed in the field. It says myth units, so could potentially get increased movement speed by picking up that relic to make his free scouts even better at scouting. Or rush more quickly to their death. 1 to 5. We do now have Athena aging on up, so Red will have access to the Minotaur. There's Norm the Minotaur. Jason here can throw some spears against that Raven. And Red will actually pick up that relic. He will pick up the Bow of Artemis, which means, let's see, Zeus cannot get the Manticore. Yeah, no, the Zeus can get the Manticore. He has access to either the Manticore or the Hydra, not the Nemean Lion. So he could perhaps make good use of it for the Manticore. I do love the Manticore. Other things as well as could be the Medusa. Of course, Toxdays. And Peltas. Not really need to go for Peltas if you really want to deal with the throwing axeman. Toxdays will do just fine in that situation. Minotaur about to go down. Valkyrie gets bolted. The Minotaur does have the Bull Minotaur upgrade, so it does move pretty quickly. Hope and Idol. And Pop. Oh, nope, survives. Down to 4 health. Great Hunt has been summoned. A very fine hunt indeed. The Bull Minotaur just need to keep on running, and Hercules picks up that relic. Something doesn't seem right to me. Jason's going straight over there. He must have a pattern where the relics spawn on this map. Because both of those heroes went charging straight for his opponent's relics on his opponent's side of the map. I don't know the pattern for relic spawns, so there could be a pattern that Red knows about quite well. That can simply be the case. I don't know. It also could be a sign of a map hack. I don't want to make any permanent accusations. Some people just have to keep an eye out for Red's movement. Bull Minotaur straight forward, and Idol there. This is a 1500 rated game, so these players are very good. So it could be just good map knowledge. But part of me just still has a ounce of suspicion. Boy, because I also do cast quite a bit of Comfy Heroes 2. Not Comfy Heroes 2, Comfy Heroes 1, which has pretty bad map hacks. Hoplite going down to the raiding cavalry. More raiding hoplites straight forward. Longhouse being built. Got some throwing axemen. Toxdays would be a good counter to them. since throwing axe will not classify as both as infantry and raiding soldier. This is not a fight a bold Minotaur will want to take.
Yo.
So Axeman does get gored there. Also throwing Axeman a largely hitting Hercules, which is not classified as an infantry unit. And I'm throwing axe or raiding cavalry now pull in the field. Herseer trying to hit the bull Minotaur. I wonder where that other wounded one may have went. If it's still alive, that can be very useful. Forest fire summoned there. Death of Godpower is so bad. It's getting some damage to Toxay, just not very good damage. I think the best case scenario for a forest fire is Lily versus Gaia, just to burn the free forest that she summons. Hercules taking a bit of damage there. Raiding Cavalry now push right forward. They do have a decent amount of health regen going on. Villager's a little bit exposed there. There's a fresh bold Minotaur. Villagers getting back into that sentry tower. A couple of them couldn't make it in. But he does go ahead and stop the raiding cavalry, who probably should just stay back and just get some that passive healing going. They're all quite wounded. We do now have the D0p1 increase upgrades Valkyries or Shield Maiden Valkyries, as well as increase their damage and healing rate. It may be a good idea if he wherever. Nope, Zeus bolted the first Valkyrie, I remember. Seen deploy on the field, so maybe deploy another one just for a bit of healing of these raiding cavalry. We desperately need the healing. Got more production structures being deployed in the field. We do have a Pegasus deployed in the field, just get a bit of scouting going. Herseer and medium infantry, and we've got medium range soldiers queued on up as well. We do have a good number of bull Minotaur. Here comes a raiding cavalry back here. Sentry tower is up and going. Medium raiding cavalry will get bull gored. It looks like they will manage to fall back. Toxay is taking a little bit of damage there. Now we've got a Valkyrie here to help with the healing rate as well as raiding some. Taking time to kill off these caribou, which not only degrades them, but also perhaps generate a tiny bit of favor. Nothing too significant. Big round of forms being established by red. Got gatherers now gathering up some animals in the middle of the map. Armory now being established on the front line, just because it's where his builders are located at. More Valkyries on the build queue. Blue still has access to restoration, so that could allow, or red still has access to restoration, which will allow him to win a fight if needed. Good number of Herseers on the field. They are classified as infantry, so we'll see bonus damage from the Tux phase. Now we got an age up, going for Scotty, gets access to the Frost Giant and Frost. Does manage to close in the hole there. We got more damage there if he was paying close enough attention.
Yow.
Units getting disrupted there. Should just kept on going along the edge of the map. Ooh, maybe eyeing for a secondary town center. There is a market there. Village is idle there. Unit goes down. Now at the center tower taking some damage. And now we do have Apollo being aged up with, so you're just going to make good usage of the Bow of Artemis.
Ski pun.
Villager's about to get hit. Valkyrie takes some damage there. Most of the raiding cavalry's down, just now pretty much just Valkyries. All the raiding cavalry goes down, just the Valkyries remaining. Got some Odin now being employed in the field. They take a lot of extra damage there. Big round of Herseers on the build queue. I wonder... Any unique technologies researched? Nope, nothing yet. More Godi, more Herseers. Looks like Blue's designed for a heroic army, which can be countered by basic infantry units. And there's Frost. The villagers do get frozen as well. This will freeze down the entire army. The fortress will go down. Odysseus now on the build queue. No golden comes, so red may need to sell off some food. Handful of Peltas put in the field by red. Takes on that fortress for free. Of course, these guys are frozen, which will increase the armor up to 99%. Restoration now popped. Villagers are collecting all in combat, or near the combat. Red didn't really reinforce this region. Goldman are heading towards throwing axemen, very nice. Genova Tux stays in the field. Hoplites getting some good work done. Since the army's mostly heroic units are more closer to counter units rather than a primary combat force. And so Red's equally sized army is able to defend himself quite well. Jason needs to hit those Valkyries. Looks like Odysseus went down there. Blue's going for more throwing axemen. Red's kind of going for nothing. He needs to actually queue something up. He has a lot of food and gold, or food and wood. Gets off some of those resources for gold if needed. More Peltas, more Hypastus. Hypastus overall will be good. It'll counter both the throwing axemen and the Herseer, but will be countered by the throwing axemen. And equally not great versus Gobi. Herseer is getting shanked by these villagers. And Bullmanfar has gone down there. Blue Red just needs to pull back the villagers from this region and just regroup his forces. He does have a marking field. Sell off 500 wood and food, and that should give him enough gold to work with. Blue also has more villagers right now since the secondary town center. Regia improves hit points of your heroes by 20%. Red has a good number of high passes, no heavy infantry. Belgium being retasked has not been retasked to a gold deposit. Needs to get that fixed. Can always go for Manticore and or Minotaur in the meantime. I think Manticore would be pretty good. Red's now trying to obtain this gold deposit, but there's already gatherers there. We also got some ox caravan. This is quite ambitious by blue. Huh. The ox can continue researching while inside the town center. Never knew that. Deletes the marker there so as traders do not automatically get retasked over there.
Yo.
Underworld passage to right here. Very nice. Pegasus in the region. Great counterattack by Red. Got a good number of high passes. They're one-shotting the throwing axe with no problem. It should be useful against Gobi as well. Good number of blue villagers going down. That's exactly what Red needs to get back in the game, killing off a whole bunch of villagers and disrupting the trade as well. Underworld Pass now receiving a bit of fire from all these throwing axemen. Most of these high passes should be tasked away. Got a fortress here now uploaded by Red. And Blue has gone to town center here and has pulled out for Sentry Tower. Looks like Red needs a Sentry Buster. Or Watchtower. Sentry Tower is here. It's not holding many people anymore. Jarl's being deployed in the front line. Got more Watchtowers being deployed by Blue as well. Villagers do go ahead and shank the battering rams. And the Underworld Passage is still up and going, but should be cleaned up pretty soon. Villagers, I believe, also has a bit of bonus damage versus towers. 2.5 bonus damage. They're actually decent, or they're actually good, but they don't have a whole lot of health. Got this town center also firing away. Red's now down to 39 villagers. Blue's at 74. Ox Caravan. At this one time, he should just pull out a market down here and trade with his town center. Just get something going rather than doing this high risk one. And it looks like actually Blue's out of food income at the moment. Transition to farms now, has good food reserve for farms. And Red is going ahead and back out of the game now. This is Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.